Hello. Those of you who don't know me, I don't usually come on at this time of night, so it's very exciting for me. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Charlotte. I'm the founder of Exhale. Exhale is the UK's first mind body class to combine music, so modern music that you know and that you love, with mindful movement, breathwork, and meditation. And we've been so successful. We've been able to work with amazing corporate giants like ITV and Google. We've also been able to run sold out sessions at some of the UK's best wellbeing festivals. We've taught celebrities in their homes, and now we also have our own training academy. So thank you for taking the time to join me. If you are going to join me and have a look at what our training platform looks like, then please do comment with any questions. Even if you watch this on the replay, please do let me know that you've watched, and again, post your questions and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So football is on the telly. I could have sat there and been a little bit bored whilst the football is on the TV. I thought, you know what, I'm going to come on and I'm going to answer all of those questions. It's the same questions that come up every time that we have an instructor recruitment drive. So I'm just going to go through those, but I really want to test our technology and see if I can show you around our training platform. And then I'll get to any questions that I've already had in advance and any that get asked during the session. And as I say, if you ask me a question on the replay, I will get back to you as well. Hello, Anne-Marie. If you do jump on, please do say hello. If you watch on the replay, remember it's #replay. The reason why we ask you to do that is just because we absolutely adore knowing who's been lurking in the background, and that gives us the opportunity to really understand our audience, really understand what you need. We've been running a campaign for the past 2 weeks. It's nearly finished now. It closes on Saturday, but our campaign has been all around getting as many meditators as possible to convert to or enhance, deepen their practice so that they are ready to teach meditation. And we obviously offer an amazing training package. But really, this is all about us just sending out that powerful message into the world that peace is your power. Calm will bring you clarity, confidence, courage, and just supporting and inspiring and empowering as many people as possible to be able to go out and spread that message as well. Hi, Ali. It's really nice to have you here. If you are just escaping the football, it's fine, but it's amazing. If you have any questions, please do let me know. Hi, Kelly. It's been ages since I've been able to get you on a live. It's actually really nice to go live in the evening for a change. So let's hope that the technology works. I'm going to take you through, as I say, our training platform in a minute. It is Mercury retrograde. Kelly will tell us all about that, I'm sure, but it's never the best time astrologically to use technology, but I've trialed it before. It's working. I'm going to go for it. So one of the questions that we get asked a lot about our training is, will it be the same experience doing it online? Obviously, we absolutely love training in person and working with our instructors face to face. However, the world being the way that it is at the moment, we can't do that. This is an amazing opportunity for us actually to be able to make our training more accessible for more people, because you can study on your own timeline. So whatever day of the week you want to dedicate, if it's 1 hour a week in the evening and you have a set day for it, or you do a little bit each day, if it's that you dedicate a whole day at the weekend, it's all about you finding your own pattern, your own flow of working through our material. So actually, it's made it even more flexible. What we offer is, as soon as you place a deposit, you are able to go straight into the training platform. You'll get an email as quickly as possible. The system is set up so you should get that almost instantaneously. If that doesn't happen, you can just give me a call or give me a nudge and I'll send it out to you manually. But usually that email goes out straight away. You're then able to access the content as soon as you place your deposit and start working your way through the modules. There are 7 modules in total that give you our 2 certificates you're going to get at the end of this. So you get our diploma in modern meditation practice. That's the first certificate that you get once you've worked through all those modules. And the second is the Exhale Instructors certification as well. So you get a separate certificate for that. So you get 2 qualifications in one. So you work your way through those modules. As I say, the content is all online for you to access, work through at your own pace. We then have live elements built into that. So to answer that first question, which was, I really want to train with you, but I'm a bit concerned about it being all online, we have the live elements that go alongside it. So there is only one live element that is mandatory that you attend. The reason why that's mandatory, that's our practical training day. You'll love it anyway, so it's definitely one to put in your diary. But in order for you to be able to gain insurance at the level that we require as a brand, you need to have trained in real time. So you need to have trained live with us for a certain number of hours. That's why there is one practical training day that you must attend, and there are 3 dates for that across the year. There may be more depending on demand, but that gives you 3 opportunities to make sure that you can attend that day. Again, it suits your lifestyle, suits your time scale, looking at whether it's school holidays, or you might have a holiday booked. No one's got one of those at the moment, but it's a time that will suit you when you can get childcare or whenever it is. You've got those 3 days to choose from. And then the rest of the live elements are recorded. So if you want to, and you want that support, and I'm going to show you what those live elements are in a minute, we'll look at our training calendar and have a look at what it looks like a month in our training academy in a minute. But if you want that support, if you want real-time answers, if you want to jump on a Zoom with me, if you want that bespoke workshop experience, then we're able to give you that as well. And what we found is that the feedback has been exactly the same, if not better, for all those reasons I've already said. That you don't have any travel time, you don't have any accommodation costs, you don't have any of that at the moment. We're just jumping online and we're still getting the same feedback from our students, which is amazing. So that's how it works. If you can work to it absolutely your own pace, but if you are absolutely desperate to get out there and teach us, a lot of you are, the earliest that you could be qualified by is the 1st of March. So that gives you a month to go through the training modules, which you absolutely could do. You just want to power it through. And then at the end of February, we have our first practical training day as an option for you. There are 2, as I say, later in the year if that doesn't work for you. So the earliest you could be qualified is the 1st of March, which is really quite exciting, because after a month of lockdown, and I know they've made an announcement today, I think, haven't they, about the children maybe not going back to school as early as we had hoped. So it might be, in fact, it's not might be, it's definitely what everybody needs a little bit at the moment, is that time to step away from the madness that is this pandemic and get some solace, find some peace, find some calm. And from that place of calm, our mantra is that you move forward with clarity, with creativity, and with courage in your heart. So I'm going to show you now the training portal, and then I'm going to explain a little bit more of how it works. So, tech gods, be with us. Let's see if this works. I have to trust that it's going to be doing it for me, because I won't be able to see what you can see. So here we go. Okay, so I'm going to show you our training and development calendar to begin with. So this is hard work for the computer, so it is turning its fan on. So I'm going to speak a little bit louder so you can hear over the top of it. Hopefully you can see my screen. I'm going to trust that you can. So down this first column here, we have our January training immersion date. So this is the package that if you sign up before the 30th, which is Saturday, these are all of the training options that you will get to take part in. So the first thing that we've got here is our visioning evening celebration and the welcome to exhale party. So that's going to be next Wednesday, I think. And it's February the 3rd, and it's going to be at 7:30. It's going to be live on Zoom. We're going to join with a glass of Prosecco or a glass of kombucha. And what we're actually going to do is pick our word of the year. So in Exhale Land, we don't believe in setting resolutions in that traditional way. We pick a word which we want to define our experience for the year ahead. So last year, my word was grace, and the year before that was velvet. The reason why I chose velvet is because I wanted my year and my life to feel luxurious. I wanted it to have depth. I wanted it to have, I'd like to feel soft and beautiful and ease and just luxurious is the best way to put it. But that's how we move forward. So in every opportunity that was gifted to me, every contract that was offered, every time I had a choice to make, I said, will this make me feel like my word of the year? Will this help me fulfill my intention for feeling a life that felt luxurious, that felt like it had depth and meaning and almost magic to it? So that's what we're going to be doing on the visioning evening. We're also going to be looking forward to our year ahead in terms of our dream for this year, our vision, our goals, the achievements, and also just celebrating the courage that it takes to put yourself and your dreams first for once. We put everybody else, particularly if you're a mom, particularly if you are a partner, if you're a wife, if you're a girlfriend, whatever you are, we tend to put everyone else's needs and hopes and desires ahead of our own. So we're celebrating the fact that the women that are joining me on this training immersion have stepped up with courage, and they've stepped into that vision of themselves fulfilling their dreams, working and living with ease and flow and joy and being of service to the world. So that's going to be an amazing evening to set us all off and for us all to connect to each other and get to know each other a little bit. You can see the girls' names that have popped themselves on there. So what you do is you let me know that you're coming by just tagging yourself on each of these tabs here. So the next event we have is on February the 9th. Now remember, you don't have to, there's no obligation for you to attend any of these workshops. I'll show you the one that you do need to attend. But this one is called The Art of Relaxation. So it's going to be me leading you through a masterclass all about how to hold space for people, how to allow people to go deep with their meditations. And it really is an art. So I'm going to take the instructors through that. And what's really great as well is you'll see here in the CPD opportunities, we have the same opportunities. Once you've signed up for Exhale, you get all of the workshops, all of the additions, all of the ways that we adapt and improve our training. You still have access to that as well. So then moving on to February the 17th, we then have our first workshop, which is all around the specific type of healing meditation technique and method which we use at Exhale, the basics of how to use it, and then also deepening your practice and troubleshooting. So we're going to be talking about things like how to deal with distractions, how to deal with uncomfortable emotions that might come up, how to make sure you're really comfortable, all those kind of things. Then we've got a training question and answer session. So that'll just be via Zoom. So if anyone is stuck on anything, anyone wants any support, any reassurance that they're on the right lines, they can join me for that. And then later on in the month, at the end of the month, we have the only mandatory training day. So like I say, there are 3 dates that across the year we can't make this first one, but the mandatory training day, the first one coming up, is on February 27th. So in order to qualify, you have to attend one of these days. That's when we go through all of our mindful movement sequences. We really work on our breath work, and we really start to look at you becoming instructors and learning that craft of teaching whilst you are moving. And there's quite an art to that as well. So we take you through, you've got lots, I'll show you the videos, you've got lots of time to prep in advance, and then you can join us on that practical training day and you get a chance to have a go at teaching a class. We've then got our Power Up Masterclass, which is when we are going to be teaching our instructors all about our heart opening meditation and all about how to drop our clients into body coherence, which is the optimal state for well-being and also the optimal state for manifestation. We then move on to another workshop where we're going to be looking at breath work. So again, troubleshooting alongside the basics, alongside how to deepen your meditation experience through the breath. And then we have a surprise workshop coming up here at the bottom. So that's everything that the January training crew are going to get. But this is the training and workshops and CPD opportunities which exist right the way through to the end of March. And I add these constantly. So we're constantly adding new opportunities to be able to support our instructors way beyond their initial training. So this support package continues for the life of your journey with Excel. So for as long as you want to be an Excel instructor, you can then keep coming to these practical dates, keep coming to these workshops, keep coming to the business development question and answer sessions. I, by trade, am also a business coach as well. So I sit with you and work on your mindset. I work on a business plan with you. I look at strategy with you. And then we also have all these CPD opportunities as well. So, hi Jess, hopefully you're still here. So I'm looking to see and just check that you could still see me. Anyone that is still watching at the moment, can you comment and let me know if you could see my screen then and it was working and I wasn't just talking into the abyss? So somebody let me know before I move on. Remember, if you've got any questions, do please let me know. I'm going to take you now onto our foundations training platform. Yes, you can see. So thank you, whoever let me know about that. Let's go. And Ali is giving me a thumbs up. So now we're going to go into the training platform. So that you just saw there was our, you've seen the back end of StreamYard now, but I'll leave it like that for a second so we don't upset the computer. But the back end, sorry, you were seeing the training and development calendar. So I update that constantly. So we are constantly looking to improve and adapt and evolve your training experience. And we offer a promise really to our instructors. My background, one of my previous lives was as a teacher, and Kelly will know all about this as well, actually. We know that from my teaching experience, from my teaching training, that people learn in different ways. So I'll just stop this for a moment. So people learn in different ways. So they might have a preference for learning through video, for example. They might prefer to actually get hands-on and do the activity rather than just watching a video, rather than just hearing it. Some people prefer to write things down and they need everything printed out for them. They need to take notes in a certain way. They need to even draw pictures and visual diagrams and use images and things like that. So what we are trying to do with our training platform is really respond to the instructors that we have in our current instructor community, and we give you a training guarantee that if there's something that is missing from our training platform that you need or you think that would be helpful, we provide it for you. And I'll show you an example of that in a minute, something that we've done for one of our gorgeous instructors that was like just a bit overwhelmed with something. When she'd finished a training, she'd done all of her training. This is all about our business support. So that support package is yours, and we really value our instructors' feedback. And most other training providers don't offer this kind of level of commitment, but it's something that as a teacher, I can't help myself. I love all of this stuff. I love teaching. I love training. I love delivering. So let me show you now our training platform. So once you've paid your deposit, as I say, you can get access to our training platform. And when you log on, it will have all 7 units there for you. As I say, you can work through at your own pace. This is just an example of what it looks behind the scene, what it looks like behind the scenes. So we have, as I say, videos. So you get to experience full sessions led by myself there. You also get little mini videos breaking down each of our segments of each class. So we're breaking down each movement for you. We're breaking down each breathwork sequence for you. We're breaking it all down. We're also looking here at when you come to deliver a meditation masterclass, because people quite often forget that with Exhale you can not only deliver our signature sessions, which are hour-long, 30 minutes, full immersion in music, full immersion in the beautiful breathwork and the guided meditation itself. You can also offer meditation masterclasses where you look at and take people through the benefits of meditation, how to get really comfortable, how to use breath work, how to help ease the tension from your body so you can go deeper with your meditation experience by using movement, how to troubleshoot, and really how to deepen that practice, how to make it habit. All of those questions that our clients come to us with, we have another opportunity to give them a different type of experience with that class. That's more like a workshop. It's quite hands-on. There's lots of opportunities for demos, there's lots of opportunities to try different things, and also to take questions in real time. So these videos are snippets of real class, so real face-to-face class that I led, oh gosh, before lockdown. Seems like a long time ago now. So let's click on here. This might be the right one that I wanted to show you. Yes. So this is an example of one of the modules, one of the different types of content that you will get for us. So this unit is all about the benefits of the sessions. So physical, emotional, and spiritual. So we've obviously bullet pointed it there, and then we start to go a little bit deeper and we start to look into brain function. We start to look at brainwave coherence. If anyone is like me, I obsess about things like this. I obsess about the neurological aspect of this. But what's really important for me to get across to you is that one of our main selling points with Exhale is that we are trying to demystify meditation. We're trying to make it seem less difficult, because it isn't difficult at all. It's easy to go with the techniques we use. We make it so easy for people to go deep. So we are trying to get across to people that, especially our instructors when they're teaching, we really believe in not using lots of science, not blinding them by science. Whilst our techniques are absolutely backed up by science, this is what this module is all about, understanding that our techniques are backed up by science. But by no means do we expect you to be able to deliver in this kind of depth. And it's really quite simple. I've broken it down to its absolute most simplest form for you, because as I say, we don't need to be these neuroscientists, if you like. But this gives you a really good base level. So all of our instructors come in at different levels of experience, different preferences and different loves. Like I geek out over stuff like this, but not everybody does. So the girls that come on and do geek out about it, we have an amazing textbook that they can dip in and out of if they want, or read from cover to cover, but it really in depth talks about these kind of things. And also the spiritual, it marries the spiritual aspect with it as well. But then there are other ladies that might not necessarily want to go that in depth. So they might just look at this information and then watch some of the videos that we've suggested as well. So it's all about you working within your own comfort levels, exploring and learning when you're ready, but also not feeling too overwhelmed with the information if you don't want to be. So this is just an example. We're talking about brainwave coherence. Brain coherence, that's when the brain is working really smartly. Smartly is not a very good word, is it? But all of the different parts of the brain talking to each other. And meditation can help that happen so that our brains work more effectively. And then we're talking all about the different parts of the brain. Can meditation help you sleep better? Can meditation help with stress? Looking at what happens during stress, and looking at how meditation can help that. This is an image that I find amazing, which is looking at the prefrontal cortex. And there's just so much. I could talk about this all day, but I'm not going to give away all of our content. But that's an insight into what the training platform looks like. So I'm then going to move into this. So this is our, how do I explain what Slack is? You might use Slack actually if you're from a corporate background. This is our online working space, if you like. So we have here a section where all our new starters, all of the documentation that you're going to use as a new instructor is kept in one place for you. Remember, when you join Exhale, you do get access to our class plans, our graphics, our documentation for classes, and I'm going to show you some of that in a minute. But this is all contained here nice and easily for you. It also works as an app, so you can download the images straight to your phone, straight to put straight onto social media. So we've got up here a really thorough, in-depth social media guidelines package, which talks you through the color schemes that we use. If you look at Exhale, we've got a really, really strong brand, and all of our instructors work with that brand in mind. So we use a specific type of font and color scheme. And whilst we provide you with graphics, we provide you with images, and we provide you with marketing material, but some of the ladies and some of the instructors like to create their own. So we've created a social media guideline so that you don't have to worry about whether you're getting it wrong or whether it's not on brand. We even taught you through the tone of voice for your posts, which are obviously you're going to use your own unique personality, because one of the things that we love about Exhale is that you are uniquely you. When you come on board, we really help you fall back in love with who you are. So one of the things we're really passionate about is that you show up, you're visible on your social media, but we also, through our experience, know the tone of voice that works best to convert clients. So we give you some help and support with that as well. We also have here your manual. So in there, obviously I can't show you that because it's full of sensitive information and all of our secrets, but it breaks down, gives you teaching tips, structure, class plans. It breaks down all of the benefits of the movements. People forget that the movements themselves, whilst they are primarily there to help deepen your sense of relaxation so you can go deeper in your meditation, they also have physical benefits to the body as well. So we go through all of that in there for you. Basically, your manual is like your little Bible. So that if anyone asks you any questions, if you forgot anything from your training, if you wanted some reassurance on how to teach something, if you wanted literally like a tick sheet, we have on what to do and when, we have that in there for you. All of your guided meditation scripts are in there as well, all of your playlists. We also have in there all of the forms that you're going to need if you were to go and teach in any kind of face-to-face setting. You would need to do a health and safety, a risk assessment, for example. That's all in there. All of these things that when you're going it along alone, you have to come up with and create yourself, and sometimes you forget to do. We've took away a lot of the stress, all of the time. It takes a lot of time to do these things, and also a lot of money. So we've got rid of a lot of that for you. We also have in here, there is our folder full of images from our photo shoots that we've done for you. So again, a lot of marketing is based in graphics and in images and powerful images. We've done a lot of the hard work for you. And what we're also doing, and I'll show you this in a minute, is that we are offering our new instructors that come on in January the opportunity to join us for a VIP branding photo shoot day. So as soon as we can do that in person, we're going to get together with our beautiful photographer, and she is going to work with us so that each instructor has headshots and they have teaching shots to display on their social media. And that's one of my favourite days of the year. We did that. We couldn't do it last year, but we did it the year before, and we had it was a lovely opportunity to get to know each other as well and spend some time with each other. We also have provided for our instructors in this channel on Slack here as well the Exhale terms and conditions and disclaimer that we give to our clients. Now this makes sure that your insurance is valid. I've taught for a long time and I've never had anybody have to make an insurance claim, but I'm really passionate about our instructors having insurance and making sure that we meet the needs of our insurance provider. So the Exhale terms and conditions just keep everybody safe, you and your clients safe. And again, it's something that when you're going alone, you might forget to do, or it might feel like a bit of a hassle to do. We've done it for you. We also have a Word document there, which is a booking confirmation. So again, when somebody books, we've done the legwork for you. You can send out, we've got a template that you can adapt for yourself to send out. We also have here, this is our web profile request form. So when you join Exhale, you get a spot on our website. So in order to go onto the website, you need to just fill out this form. I take your details and I pop it straight onto our website so that you can start advertising your classes, taking advantage of our SEO that we've already established, taking advantage of the credibility and the knowledge and the in-depth content that we have on our website without having to build your own. We also have, this is what I was saying before when I say that we develop documents in response to what our instructors need. So one of the instructors said to me, I finished my training, but now I know I need to get started, but I keep putting it off because I feel a little bit overwhelmed. So what we created for her was a pre-business launch checklist. So what she's got there is literally a list that she can go through and tick off each one that she's done. So that covers things like get insurance, look into getting a music license. So if you're going to teach online, because Exhale uses modern music, and it's something that we're really passionate about, the healing power of music, we ask our instructors to make sure that they have purchased an online music license. So it's one of the very few costs that we have associated with teaching meditation. Pretty much the only other cost is going to be, if you're teaching online, is your Zoom costs and your insurance. And then when you are teaching face-to-face, what we ask our instructors to do is just check with the venue that they have a music license in place, which is amazing. I only use venues that do have a music license in place because it saves a lot of money. But obviously, if you found a unique venue, and that's something, again, that we're famous for, you can then just pay per class. So it works out something like £2 per class, the music license. So it's not a lot of money at all. But if you can get away with not using it, if that place has already got a venue, then even better. But quite often the unique ones don't. One of the other benefits that we have in terms of working with a brand like ours is the support that you have in situations like a pandemic. So this is one example of a document that I put together for our clients for when we came out of lockdown. I know we're back in it again, but when we came out of lockdown and we were able, gyms and things opened up, we had our best practice recommendations for Exhale instructors. So Exhale instructors obviously are self-employed. So it is actually legally up to them to look after themselves. But one of the things I'm passionate about is creating this supportive community. Because when I first started out in business, I really didn't have that at all. And I really felt that that was what was missing. This is what makes life so much easier. So we've put together this document which takes people through all of the steps that they need to take to make sure that they are COVID safe. So that's pretty much everything in there without revealing anything that's top secret. So I'm just going to stop the share for a minute. So Ali's saying the body and the brain fascinates me. If you're still on, Ali, me too. Like, I could just learn about that all day. There, if you wanted me to, I have an amazing video that I can send over to you as well. So please do let me know if you want that. So I've got a little list here of a couple of other things that I wanted to talk you through. So again, it's the questions that we get on the regular. So I've And so I've hopefully given you a bit of an insight in terms of the content. I've hopefully given you a bit of an insight in terms of the training support package that we have and the instructor support package that we have. So remember, once you join Exhale, that support exists in terms of our training team. That support will continue to walk alongside you even when you are qualified. So for those of you who don't know, at Exhale we have an anatomy and physiology specialist. So because we use movement in order to prep the body for meditation, we felt it was really important to us that we had somebody who could make sure that ourselves and our clients are really safe. So whilst that movement, and you'll know if you've been to an Exhale class, that movement is so chilled, so relaxing. It's just gentle stretches. We know that the benefits, though, are absolutely massive. Even just the what we call open the throat, which is literally just turning the head from side to side, that has amazing benefits for lymphatic drainage, but also it has benefits in terms of opening the throat chakra, which helps with you speaking your truth, which helps with how you communicate with yourself, which means you get better sense of who you are, and it's just from doing that. So there's nothing major. We always say in our classes, you should feel comfortable. You shouldn't feel like anything is pulling or tugging or hurting. So just to make that clear, like, you're not going to be doing it, I wouldn't class it as exercise. But in case you had somebody that came to your class that said, I've got a sore back or I've got a neck injury, we have our anatomy and physiology specialist, which is her role is to support you to make sure that we have a full list of contraindications saying if this person is presenting with this, then we should adapt their movements to look like that. So she's created a crib sheet for us, and she's also on hand to give real-time support for you as well. And so you can literally answer that client's question about their suitability to come to class straight away. We also have a dedicated kids training team, so I'll talk about that in a minute. And we have a safeguarding officer as well, and her job is to make sure that we are signposting people to the appropriate support. So if that becomes necessary. So for the vast majority of people, like 99.999999999 times out of 100, meditation is enjoyable practice. But meditation is still a healing practice. Part of what meditation does is it brings to surface anything that you've maybe not dealt with, any suppressed emotion, any suppressed feeling, any suppressed memories which is causing you harm, that's trapped physically in the body. It may well release it. Again, 9 times out of 10, we're ready to journey through that with the support of our community. But to keep us absolutely safe, in case somebody felt, this is really uncomfortable, I need some support to work through this, part of Claire's role, our safeguarding officer, is to make sure that we know when to recognise when someone is struggling, but also where and when to signpost them. Primarily, she works with our kids instructors, because that's something that we're really passionate about, is working with schools, working with local authorities to make sure that our children are safe. If you work in education, you'll know exactly what I mean in terms of safeguarding, but it's just making sure that our kids are safe and they're happy and we're looking after their emotional well-being. So it's looking for signs that things might not be quite right. Again, 99.9999999 times out of 100, it doesn't happen. Claire's phone never rings. But in the event that she does, that something does crop up, she is there for that. And I think that's something that's really missing out of most meditation training providers offering. We are really passionate about providing a really safe level of service, but also going above and beyond to support our instructors, because they do an amazing job in the world, and we just want to make sure that we've always got their back on all those different levels. So that's our training support team. As I say, we also have a kids training team as well. And one of the questions that I get in relation to that is, can I teach children with this? If I join your January training package, can I teach children? So the answer is that you can, but not straight away. So our January training package is designed to give you a really firm foundation in your own meditation practice, and also help you lay the foundations of your meditation teaching business. It helps you're able to work with anyone that you would class as an adult, and teach our signature sessions, so our hour-long and our 30-minute signature sessions. From that point, if and when you are ready, working with your own timeline, working with your own goals, you can then choose to add an additional diploma onto the 2 certifications that you get when you do the January training package. So you can add on top of your diploma in modern meditation practice and your Exhale instructor certification, you can then add on our diploma in children's mindfulness and meditation, and if you wanted to, you could add on our diploma in workplace well-being. So that is something that is brand new. The reason why we do it that way is because we're really passionate about the way that we deliver our children's sessions, and we know that you cannot hold space for children in the way that you need to in order to get them to meditate, in order for them to be mindful. And yes, our classes are fun, they're exciting, there's loads of music, dancing, laughter. We never ask them to be silent nor still, but you still need to come and be in that place where your base level is calm. So in order for us to make sure that our children's sessions are exactly where they need to be, and the children are getting exactly what they need from us, we need to make sure that our instructors are 100% grounded in their own personal practice, which is why we offer it that way. So I know you can go out and you can train specifically just for working with children, and that's amazing, but for us, we feel like you absolutely need the personal practice to go alongside that. And remembering that ties into how children learn. Children learn by modeling our behavior. Essentially, they don't do what we say, they do what we do. So that's really important to us. So you absolutely can, and you could be qualified in your children's certification as well before the summer. So as I've said, we're able to, all of our instructors are able to gain insurance. It comes out about £100 a year for your insurance. That protects you in terms of what you're saying, the advice that you're giving, but also if anyone would have any accidents or fall and trip, for example, during your class. Not that they would, you never know. Again, these things haven't happened, but we're really passionate about making sure that we are fully supported in case they do. We're also accredited, so we're an accredited training provider, so the IPHM accredit us, which is awesome and gives you some credibility and also some peace of mind. In terms of our level of credibility, if you didn't join me at the start, I think that the training feedback that we've had and our clients, so our big clients at ITV, Google, we've worked with Fern Cotton, we've taught at festivals, we've been to celebrities' houses. There's so many beautiful clients and so many beautiful testimonials, which hopefully give you some confidence when you're looking at choosing your training provider. But also what's amazing about the way that Exhale works is that you can use our brand name and use our credibility. So we've been doing this for a while now, so we've built up momentum, we've built up a lot of press. You've probably seen us we were in Good Housekeeping magazine, and we were in the Mail on Sunday recently. So we are at that point now where we are becoming a well-known brand. So when you join us, you can use that to give your clients confidence to book with you. So the way that works, that leads me on to my last point, really. And this is a question that I get asked quite a lot, is what is the license agreement and why do you have it? So when you join Exhale, you do your training, and then you, after that point, are given a license. So you're gifted a license for a full year to be able to use our class plans, our playlists, our brand name, all of our images, all of our graphics, all of our documents, all of those that I've just been through for you. And that's free for a year. So you get the license to be able to use our intellectual property if you want to go all technical on it. So that also gives you access to that ongoing support package that I spoke about in terms of the business development coaching, the mentorship, the meditation mentorship, and also gives you, like I say, this access to new class plans. So we write class plans each month, we release graphics each month, we release bite-sized training and CPD opportunities each month, and that's all free, part of your license. Okay, so you get all of that for your license. In exchange, after a year, if you want to continue to be an Excel instructor, if you want to continue to take advantage of all of that package, we then ask you to pay us. Hi, Lisa. I'm escaping the football. I'm guessing that's what you're doing as well. We ask you to pay a one-off annual fee, and that's £150. So you pay that, and then you get all of that for a year. So it's really going to save you a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy. I've made all the mistakes. I've spent all the time doing the graphics, the class plans, all the things that I found difficult when I first started out in business or time consuming, I've done, and you receive as part of your license agreement. So before I quickly run through how you can book on, how to get started, how to get more information, I just want to see if there's any questions at all. Remember, if you're watching on the replay, which I know lots of people are going to do, please do remember to post some questions and I'll answer them as quickly as possible. Doors to our training close on Saturday. So or when we filled all of our places, so there's not long left for you to go. We have something that I've not mentioned yet. The only thing I couldn't show you was our training, sort of, what's that word? Pièce de résistance, which is our 21-day meditation experience. So we take you on a deep dive into meditation, our specific type of meditation, and we also explore different types of meditation. So you've got a really solid grounding and foundation in the practice, in the ancient wisdom that exists from all of these different meditation traditions. So we have a go at them all, but we really go deep with our particular techniques that we use and that form the foundation of Exhale. And you do that through our app, which is amazing. So the app sends you a notification to say it's time to meditate. It gives you the instructions of what you're going to do, and then it also gives you place and space to write down and reflect on your experience. And why that's really powerful and why we ask you to do that is when you start to work with clients, you will have almost like a reference point of all the things that held you back, all of the things that slowed you down, all of the resistance that you had, all of the distractions that you had, and how you remedied that. And you'll be able to see your journey and how you overcame all of these obstacles. And I think it's a really nice way for you to look back and just be really proud of your progress, but also really keep in mind and keep as a reference point as you go further with your meditation teaching. You've got a record there of what it's really like to be in the trenches when you're just beginning meditation. So a lot of our instructors go through that when they are teaching and go, oh yes, that happened to me too. So our clients are really open and honest with us about their struggles, and our job is to help them nail it and give them accountability and give them a sense of empowerment. One of the things that I love about Exhale is that you can meditate through YouTube, you can meditate through an app, you could go to, you could have somebody read you a script, I suppose. But what I like about the techniques that we use is that we're empowering people to be able to step away from the technology if they want to, and they've got this super flexible, super adaptable, super transportable skill that you can have in your imaginary backpack. And you can take along with you wherever you go. You can just pull out this tool that works in any environment, in any time space, and you don't need to be reliant or addicted to an app, for example. So, I think I've covered everything that I wanted to say. So that was the last thing, really, was about the power of our deep dive experience. This allows you actually to gain the experience and the consistent practice that you need. And the girls that have already trained with us come back to me time and time again and say that was when they got a really consistent practice. That was when they felt like they'd actually formed that habit. So it's also quite awesome, actually. I've written it myself. But yeah, it takes you deep and it takes you there quickly as well. So it's really, all of the instructors, I'm inviting them to go through that experience again starting on Monday. So that's another thing that I should say, is that, again, I've probably already said it actually, that every time we take a new intake of instructors on, you're able to revisit all of these foundational practices yourself as well, for like a top up, and each time you'll experience it differently as well. So I am going to leave you now. I'm going to go and have my tea. I've not even had my tea yet. But please, please, please do take the opportunity to get in touch with me if you are feeling the call towards becoming a meditation instructor. I really want to make sure that this is the right training course for you. So some of you that watch this on the replay, some of you are watching now, some of you that might come across this on Saturday, some of you will book straight away. Some of you will hover with your finger over that button for a while, even though you know that your gut instinct is just to press the button and do it. Some of you will need that extra bit of reassurance just to make sure that we are a good fit. So if you're 100% in, go ahead, press the button whilst you can. But if you're not and you want to talk it through, you want to make sure this is in alignment with your values, your dreams, your goals, and you just want to talk to me on a one-on-one basis, I am here for you as well. So when you go to the page that has all the details on, which I'll post a link for in a minute, you will see a button and it says book a call, book a chat, and it's quite a few of those buttons as you scroll down through the page. So click that and I will make some time for you. Oh, Emma, did you email? Yes. Okay. So I do remember your email actually. So you've got 2 questions here. Let's have a look. So Emma says, could you talk a little bit about the corporate wellness you mentioned, please? This is something I'm looking at, as I used to do corporate massage nice before COVID. So looking to diversify. Do you have to do a separate course to be able to do this? Yes, you do. So like I said before, and I don't know if you were on then, but I was talking about how important it is that we really ground ourselves with the specific type of meditation practice that we teach, and that we really honor just teaching that initially and really find our feet with it before we move on. So that's not to say it has to be a super long amount of time, but we have to complete foundations first. So foundation is that Exhale Instructor certification, and then the diploma in modern meditation. So it's those 2 quals are completed first. Then you'll have access to either our kids diploma or our workplace wellbeing. So in the workplace wellbeing, it covers you in more depth in terms of what the industry, so you'll be familiar with some of this, but it probably take you in a little bit more depth in terms of the legislation surrounding how workplaces need to support their employees, looking at the science behind performance, looking at how important it is to slow down and take rest breaks, for example. So it's all about us looking at the science and drilling down into how it can make us more effective leaders, how it can make people more productive, more performance driven, how we can help people hit their targets. So it's more that kind of focus, alongside, as I say, looking at how we fit in terms of what employers are legally required. We also look, as part of that, we use heart opening meditation, how we can drop into body coherence again, and looking at how that supports performance in the workplace. We also look at power posing. We also look at using affirmations and body scans. So it's a slightly different style of meditation that we're looking at. So there's lots of different elements to it, but that should give you a little bit of an overview. And you will also get with that class plans, workshop plans, your manual as well to go with it. So that is a completely online course, so there's no live practical elements as such, but there is still our Q&A that goes with it, so you can hop on a Zoom call on a regular basis just to see how you're working through those modules as well. So Emma says, I'm already a meditation teacher, but I understand you need time to integrate the Exhale system. Yeah, so essentially how it works is that we just ask, because I remember your email now. So Emma had emailed me saying, I've already got a business, and I understand about how I can use the Exhale brand, but I also hear you talking about your signature style and how important it is for Exhale instructors to develop their own signature style. And what Emma had noticed was that quite a lot of our instructors also have their own independent businesses. So Emma's question was kind of around, how do I sort of stay within the branding guidelines and still run my own business? So obviously that's quite an in-depth question, so we'll probably have to jump on a call with it. But in a nutshell, the way that I explain it to people is that Exhale is, I want Exhale to be seen as a meditation method of its own. So I want it to, you know how with yoga there are, or everybody knows now that there's vinyasa and there's hatha and there's power yoga and there's whatever else. I like kind of think of Exhale as that. So it's like a specific type, a specific method of meditation. So our combination of the mindful movement, the breath work, and the guided meditation, the self-led meditation technique, which we use, which is super powerful. I love it. That combo together, we honor that as its own meditation method. So say you're already a meditation instructor, so you could offer, I'm trying to think, a standard kind of guided meditation, or you could offer transcendental meditation, for example. And then on your timetable of events, the next one would be Exhale session. And it would just be making that distinction in terms of the fact that this is a very distinct and specific type of meditation, but it can still sit on your own website. You can still talk about and use our content and things like that. But all we ask is that in the same way that you would say you were a PT and you might say, well, I do weight training and I do aerobics. Does that make sense to you? And if you're still there, let me know if that is helping you make sense of it. So what we also do is that we support our instructors, again, to amalgamate their businesses where it suits. So the way that we do that is by looking at, so we had an interview with Jess the other day. So Jess is a fertility coach. So what she does is she obviously works with people that are trying to get pregnant. So we help her to establish her niche in terms of her meditation. So she can have her own separate Exhale social media page, and she, if she wishes, and in this case she does, she can then target all of her marketing and target the clients, or call in the clients that she wants to work with. Her soul clients, her dream clients, are the same clients over here for Exhale as they are for her fertility coaching. So she does that separately. So she might get clients that come to her for the meditation, and then she's able then to offer her fertility services as well, or it might work the other way around. But also what she does with her packages is that she offers like a nutrition package, for example, coaching, fertility coaching. Jess might even be on, actually, she was on before. And then alongside that, as part of that package, she also includes exhale sessions as a standalone service. So hopefully I've explained that well. It's something, that's why we have that a big branding guidelines that I showed you before. It's just getting dark in here. Yes, so we have it all as clear as it can be written down in our guidelines, because it's a question that we do get asked quite a lot, and it's something that I am really passionate about, having that niche for our instructors. They all have their own individual niches, but also empowering them, if they've not already got their own business, to set one up alongside Exhale. I mean, a lot of our instructors go on and just literally just do Exhale, but I also know that people, as they evolve and as they develop and as they grow, they might want to add on strings to their bow, if you like. And also we have maybe 50% of our instructors, if not more, come on board with a wellbeing business in place already. So it's something that we are here to support you with. And the reason why I do it that way as well is because I worked underneath, I used to teach antenatal classes under a license agreement similar to this, but it was so restrictive. I couldn't run my own business alongside it. I couldn't use their brand name on a website that didn't belong to that. It was just a nightmare. So what I've done is I've based my license agreement, and you can see the agreement on our website, is underneath the instructor T's and C's tab. So if you have a look at that, you'll be able to see it breaks it down. It's the actual agreement that you enter into when you become an Exhale instructor, but it's basically allowing you to do everything that I couldn't do and that frustrated the hell out of me when I worked under that antenatal brand. So that's all there for you. I'm going to put the link to the training page on there. Do have a look through. Do take advantage of this opportunity now. If you are wanting to experience a meditation class, please do email me and I'll send you a recording. If you want to join me tomorrow night, I am going to be taking you through a masterclass looking at the 3 mistakes that everybody makes when they become a meditation instructor and how to avoid them. And I'm then going to be taking you through a really powerful, immersive meditation experience. So using movement, using breath work, using heart-opening meditation, using music. We'll also be using sage and incense and crystals as well. Really powerful visual imagery, so that you can go really deep, release some fears under the light of the full moon, and also set really powerful intentions for how you want the rest of this year to look. So that is happening tomorrow night. There are still places. Again, I'll put the link for that underneath. And I think that's everything, unless anyone's got any other questions before I go. But thank you so much for joining me. It's actually been a pleasure. It's the first time we've done anything like this. And hopefully it's been really helpful and answered a lot of the questions that people have. Emma, yes, definitely do book a call with me if you want to chat. I've got some slots tomorrow, on Friday actually, so have a look, and we'll talk you through anything. So it's been my absolute pleasure to host for you. If you do leave any questions after I've logged off, I will answer them for you as well. So enjoy your Wednesday evening. Thank you, Ali. I'm glad it's been really helpful. It's been my pleasure to host this evening, and I will see you all very soon.